It's Fandom Friday! Yo! Hey guys, welcome in. I'm Zordon of Doom. I'm a singer-songwriter and I make content here on YouTube. I also stream on Twitch and I have music up on Spotify, Apple Music, and here on YouTube. If you'd like to check anything out, including my most recent song, Stress Ball, that is currently playing in the background, you can click the links down below. Any of the songs that I react to, I always put in the description at the very top. So if you want to check out the song without me talking over it or like reacting to it, please go subscribe to their channel and also watch their video on their actual channel. So if you stumbled across this video and you have no idea what Fandom Friday is, I just chose this name because I release these videos every Friday in which I react to music from different fandoms, whether they be from specific people, artists, video games, anime, movies, K-pop, J-pop, whatever it is. I react to it. I have this tendency of just trying to find letters that start with the day of the week. So Fandom Friday is what stuck. And today, because I'm writing on a high, I will be reacting to an Ado song. I actually just got back from her concert in San Jose, and I managed to get my hands on her official light stick. I had to disassemble it and put it back in the box, but I love this box. Inside looks like this, and it tells you how to put it together, and you're supposed to connect it to the Ado official light stick app, and throughout the concert it will change colors in accordance to the concert itself. But yeah, what I really love about this is the fact that on the inside you can see there's actually like a rose. It's meant to be the blue rose. But yeah, other than the light stick, I wanted to get the album, but both versions, the deluxe and the regular version, were sold out. They were the first two things sold out when I got there. And so I ended up just getting the light stick, which was already on the list of things I wanted to buy. And I ended up getting this really cute keychain. So it says Ado, and then on the other side it says Hibana. And it comes with a little Ado. But yeah, those were the two things that I got from the concert. I want to give a huge shout out to Canis, who helped me get both of these. I truly appreciate you. And since my concert merch was sponsored by Canis, I asked him which Ado song I should react to, and today I'm reacting to Value. Let me actually put the light stick together. If you put the light stick together, it looks like this, and you have to hold the blue rose to turn it on. It's a little too bright, huh? And then you can change the color. There are quite a few colors. I was just like that the entire concert. Also, make sure when you use your light stick so that you don't accidentally yeet it across the concert venue. Light stick safety, guys. Light stick safety. I'm gonna turn the light stick off because it's a little too bright for the camera. It might be a little too irritating. So I will just have it in my hand while we watch this together. Actually, there were quite a few songs that I didn't recognize, so I actually don't know if this is one of the songs that was performed at the concert. I have a feeling it is, which is why Candace suggested that I react to it. Yeah, we shall see. Procreate Dream, Ado, Apple Music. Made on iPad? It looks like this was a collaboration with Apple. I'm also gonna try not to hit my mic. Okay, it looks like there are closed captions that are in English. Hopefully it's not just what it hears, it's actually the English translation, but we shall see. Here we go. Ado, Value. In 3, 2, and 1. Ooh, amoebas? This was made on iPad? Is that real water in the background? Oh yeah, I recognize the song from the concert. I'm getting so distracted by what's happening on screen. I really like the melody of this. Stop motion. This breakdown. Bring those drums in. Okay, so it is in collaboration with Apple. Wow. Lyric and music, Police, Piccadilly. I really enjoyed that. I think this was definitely one of the standout songs for me during the concert. Obviously, during a concert, they don't really put up the name of the song. So I was like, what song is this? I want to add this to my playlist. But the way that she sang it live was just so powerful. I also noticed that when I'm going like this, I can't multitask. The more that I was doing this, the more distracted I was by what I was seeing and then trying to take in everything. It just looked like a cycle of life as the girl was walking, not just the grass, but also the building and then being torn down. You also have the tide in the background coming in and then receding. So you have this up and down sort of visualization. What I think is really interesting is the animals at the beginning. This elk, deer. I should know my animals, bro. But oftentimes I think in like animation, it's always the deer, elk, the one with horns. It reminds me of Princess Mononoke and the spirit of the forest, because there was a moment where they look into each other's eyes, almost like there's some kind of understanding between them. And then in the scene, you see all the different types of animals. And then equally towards the end, you had different types of people from different societies, all walks of life, that you could see toward the end. But anyways, I like using this as a... But anyways, I want to take the time to actually go line by line so I can fully try and understand what the lyrics of Value talk about. I also want to see how the lyrics are interpreted via the visuals as well. Sometimes what you can see in the lyrics can translate and touch an artist in different ways. So there's different ways to interpret what is being said in a song. And I feel like music videos are one way to express the lyrics. I'm gonna put this down. It's like so fun to do it. My arm was getting tired throughout the entire concert. But yeah, this is my second light stick that I've ever gotten in my entire life. So thank you, Candace. Yeah, right here at the beginning, you have, it feels like the start of life. Single multicellular organisms in the ocean. And then it transitions to a beach. So it kind of reminds me of how life sort of transitioned from water onto land. I really love how simple this lyric video looks. It's like the lyrics are just handwritten across the screen. And then the lyrics start. Just until the limiter kicks in. Keep pretending to swim in the sea of superiority. Oh. That establishes that there's a limit. There is a barrier that will stop you. But until then, keep swimming in ignorance. Keep swimming in this sea of superiority. I feel like a lot of times superiority has a negative notation to it. It has a negative feeling. So it's like a bad thing. You're looking down on the people around you, but that doesn't necessarily have to be the case. So just based on these two lines, it could be talking about someone who is arrogant until they are stomped down or they are limited. Someone or something comes in and puts them in their place. Or this could actually be words that are encouraging someone to just, hey, be yourself until someone stops you. It's okay to keep living, pretending that you know everything, or not pretending, but feeling like you know as much as you do until someone is like, hey, you're going a little too far. But we'll see where the song goes from here. Keep rolling, in any case, keep going. And then you see our main protagonist washed up on the beach. I like how the water is hyper realistic. I'm wondering if it was superimposed. Like that's just a video. And then they drew in like, I guess wood and the grass was drawn in until it's all empty once again. So much like there being a limiter, you're going on, I guess, my brain immediately goes to a fruit roll up where you're a candy that's rolled. When you keep pulling at it or when you keep eating it, eventually you'll completely run out because you only have a finite or a set amount of that candy in that little ball. It's frustrating. I honestly want to know it all, perhaps. Keep flipping until the desired face appears. It is still the end after all. I guess based on the first two lines, it seems like there's always some type of limit, and it can be frustrating to be sort of kept in this box as much as you want to know what's beyond it. I'm unsure about it is still the end after all, but keep changing until you sort of get what you want. The desired face. Is that your face? Is that the face of someone that you're trying to get to know? Someone you're trying to impress? Let's continue, and maybe this will make more sense. To remember something. It must have all been a lie. Oh. Appropriate retribution. Traded for freedom on a fine line. Whoa. This feels really deep. Leaving everything as it is without looking back. Because you left your freedom to get this vengeance. Sorrow remains on my back. Wow. Sorrow meaning like what was left behind. There's a sadness that has been left behind and it stays there. It stays facing behind me because you're looking forward and you're moving past it because you traded your freedom. You traded your freedom for appropriate retribution. But my question is, who is getting the retribution and for what in life? Is it appropriate retribution for craving more knowledge and wanting to attain more than you're supposed to, or more than you're quote unquote supposed to as society deems it, and so you're pushed down? I have a few theories now in my head, but I definitely have to read the rest, especially the second verse at the bridge, because usually that's where you have a more direct this is what the song is about. But let's continue. While feeling the wind, taking it away feeling. Appropriate love. It looked like the animals were kind of judging in that previous scene before she decides to stand up, take the stick, and start moving forward. I wonder if that's symbolism for separating humans from the rest of the animal kingdom through the evolutionary process. Became humans, and we ended up on this beach, essentially. The appropriate retribution is having to walk this road alone, at least at the start of this journey, her journey. That's sort of where I think the music video is taking the song, but perhaps I'm overthinking. Let's continue. I really love this chorus. Will lay to rest even this pain. Yeah, whether it be self-love, agape, love from family members, friends, significant others, large or small, can help heal whatever pain. I love that when she walks across the beach, grass grows. It reminds me of Princess Mononoke Hime, with the spirit of the forest. Every step that the spirit of the forest took, grass would spring up and then would die. I don't want anything if it's not everything. Oh wow, a little greedy. And in like a flash of a second, you see this tree grow and then it breaks apart. And you sort of see the girl like struggles, like she looks up in almost pain and then is hunched back when this tree falls. But this other tree is sprung up. Tricks won't work. Brush off the sand, yes. See, it's burning. Flames. The drive inside to want everything, to keep moving forward, to not stop and look back. It's foolish to say value. For the time being, value. Interesting. The end of that chorus is very interesting to me. Value, is it monetary? What is value if not subjective? Or depending on what society says, or what other people say is value. What is value? You can see all of the animals just now staring at her. And she takes the time to stop walking, to completely turn and face the animals head on before turning around and then continuing to walk. And then we start verse 2. The reason I think it's trivial, and this time she's no longer struggling to walk. She's walking up straight with her shoulders back, and the world continues to grow and build, is because I know it's in my dreams. So it's not something that's attainable. It's not something that can happen in real life, like knowing everything and wanting everything. That's not something that can be actually done. Just stay decent. Just be kind and pull yourself up, feeling like it's still not enough. It was all a delusion. Everything that you've done this far, everything that's been attained, doesn't feel like enough. I like the way this plant grows. It's like stop motion. It's either the delusion is that you are not enough, but more than likely the delusion is actually the feeling that you haven't achieved enough, you haven't done enough. Because a lot of times I think in life, and I feel like anyone can relate to this, when you're working on something, you can't help but feel like you need to do more and you need to work harder and you feel like you're not enough. But at the end of the day, you've actually done so much and you've done a lot. As they say, the grass is greener on the other side. You see what other people have done and you compare yourself when in fact you don't really appreciate, you don't really know and truly understand the value of yourself and what you have actually done because you're so focused on everything else. So I feel like in reality, you have done enough. And then we get to the chorus again, second chorus. Appropriate retribution. And she's once again staring at us, at where the animals should be. A predetermined loneliness has been assigned. Sort of like how she has been walking alone while the animals kept staring at her. I don't know if the animals are still there anymore. Sometimes walking down this road, trudging down this road, a lot of times you have to do it alone. We're all walking down life's path, and oftentimes our paths intersect with loved ones, with family, especially early on, and then eventually we part ways. So there will be moments in our lives where we have to be lonely. We have to be able to go through life alone, and that's okay. I love the imagery of things getting built and then brought back down. Even if it's not everything, if I can just pretend. Sediment remains in my heart. Oh, sediment, like building blocks. It's the start of your foundation. Even if it's not complete, even if it isn't everything, at least you're starting to build up sediment. You're creating your foundation in your heart. And it's the place where you can springboard to more and new and exciting things, while knowing that the wind is taking it away. Knowing. Oh, looking at it like this as one sentence. One way to look at hard times is thinking that the hurt that we feel is like sediment that has been placed in our hearts. But after a while, the wind will blow it away. And then we got the bridge. Once again, it ends here. I want to embrace it obsessively. I think a lot of times when we complete something, we want to hold on to it because we don't want to let it go. I think the easiest way to explain it is like school or college. I know a few people who stayed in college because they didn't want to leave. They wanted to keep learning. They wanted to keep and cling to their friendships, something that was comforting, something that was routine. They didn't want to let it go. So they want to embrace the ending without letting it go. It's different from kindness. Yeah, it's different from kindness when you try to hold on to something for too long. Its freshness fades, like this flower that is decaying. There are certain things you can't hold on to for too long. They won't stay the same. You have to let them go. Sometimes you're actually strangling yourself to remember something. And then it goes back to the chorus. Appropriate retribution. Traded for freedom on a fine line. This is the same as the first chorus. Leaving everything as it is without looking back. And you can see the girl in the video is now creating a path from the water more inland. Sorrow remains on my back. It's the same as the first chorus, just a lot more chill in terms of the instruments, but there's a little bit of tension in the way that Otto sings it, even though she's whispering, while feeling the wind taking it away. Ooh, I just realized that. It went from a stick in the sand to different forms of writing with a pen, marker, brush, and I don't know what this is. And then a smaller twig, maybe it was bamboo, the other one. And then the band kicks in into the second part of the chorus. Appropriate love will lay to rest even this pain. Oh, and I also think this is interesting that she's now using the stick to help her walk. She is actually dragging the stick backwards to create this line in the sand. And it also looks like more things are being built and taken down. Things are evolving around her. I don't want anything if it's not everything. Tricks won't work. Brush off the sand, yes. See, it's burning. And then you can see in this sequence the different lines of writing, whether it be like marker, pencil, pen, ink, scratches. Very interesting way of showing the differences. It's foolish to say value. And by this time, all of the animals are dead. It's just bones. What do we see is value. For the time being, value. We are all the same. You saw at the beginning, all the animals were different. But at the end of the day, they're all bones. Just like that. Like you. And then this is the part where it morphs into different people. Our value is the same. no matter who you are. Smoke it out, value, value. And then she walks along. Such a cool animation, such an incredible song. Lyrically, the arrangement is insane. The arrangement I love. Police Piccadilly. Heck yeah. And Ado completely delivers in her performance. Live, oh my gosh, she puts so much emotion and you can really feel the journey of the song live. Highly recommend watching her live if you haven't already. Woo! Alrighty, everyone, I think that is it for this reaction. Thank you so much if you've stayed until the end, listening to me sort of just talk about the lyrics and what I think the lyrics are talking about. A lot of this is just my opinion. I would love to know your thoughts. Please let me know if there was anything lost in translation, if I definitely was overthinking, if there were certain things that I didn't catch. But would love to know your thoughts down in the comments. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Keep being fantastic and let me know what I should react to next. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and ring that bell for notifications. And don't forget that no matter how it is you are feeling, you are a W-E-S-O-M-E. You are a W-E-S-O-M-E. All right, guys, I will see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.
Can I pretend that we're not causing this pain? The world aglow with fire and snow. More wars for gold. Look how we never change our ways. Is there hope for tomorrow?